My name is Dean Hills, and my role in protecting the team as the performance analyst is providing video and statistical insights to help them go out there and play at their best. My job is to inform them or guide them in how our opposition are playing and what some of their weaknesses are and opportunities will be, plus what venues we're playing at, what the characteristics of that are, how we're tracking as a team and what the key battlegrounds are that we need to address for the series or the game, and that's how I help them, and then we have a good debate or discussions and come up with plans. To see some of those come out and execute and go to plan is really pleasing.
Bowled him! A dream start for Stark in Australia!
Game day. Well, I code the ball, so in other words, basically cataloguing or coding the deliveries. And there's a lot of other things happening through Cricket 21, a company in India provide us with a lot of statistics. Tom Bodie or Brian McFadgen and the analyst team up in Brisbane are providing ball tracking data in the background, so we're looking at all those sorts of things. So it's just like a big dashboard in front of you, and it's my job to interpret that and then pass on what's good and what doesn't need to be passed on. My role has changed a little bit because I know this morning I was thinking about the checklist I have to go through, temperature checks, my medical check before I go out, wiping my hands with Dettol, I'm putting the face mask on. Have I done all these things? And you walk out the door and you're still checking yourself. So it's changed a lot, all for the good, but yeah, it's a different world for sure. BioHub, well, what I've really enjoyed about it is the fact that we're actually a lot closer. It's like an away tour because we've actually got to spend a lot more time together. So I think friendships are blossoming. There's a lot of good cricket conversation. There's a lot more fun to be had too, a lot of jibing still going on, of course, and I think it's been an upside. I think there's a lot of good things that may change the game forever.
While many people would consider cricket to be a slow and boring game, over the last 20 years there have been several innovations made to keep it interesting and relevant. The advent of 2020 cricket and day-night test cricket have brought new audiences to the game, while bigger bats, shorter boundaries and the decision review system have changed the face of the game forever. But just like in other industries, artificial intelligence is playing a big role in how the sport is being played. Here are a few examples. Ball tracking from the company Hawkeye Innovations has been used by TV broadcasters since 2001, and it is now an integral part of the decision review system. Hawkeye uses 6 high-speed cameras placed around the ground that capture 340 frames per second to track and predict the trajectory of the cricket ball in flight. It is said to be accurate to 5 millimeters. It's not perfect by any means, especially if the batsman comes down the wicket, which results in there being a longer predicted path for the ball, or if the point of impact is a short distance from where the ball pitches. Another technology brought in to help umpires, although we don't see it as much these days, is Hotspot. Hotspot is an infrared camera system that is used to detect whether a ball has hit a batsman's pad, bat, or the player themselves. It is now absent from the decision review system, with Sneeko and ball tracking preferred to make decisions. Now there's also a couple of consumer products worth looking out for. The first is called the Power Bat by Spectracom Technologies. Using Microsoft Cognitive Services, it provides real-time data such as the bat speed, bat twist, shot quality, and the power of a shot. The user simply needs to stick a lightweight sticker onto the shoulder of their own bat, and then all this data can be viewed on a mobile app. Another product that achieves a similar goal is the Stance Beam. Rather than using a sticker, this product fits on the top of any cricket bat. The Stance Beam app gives instant 3D swing analysis so that you can review your shots straight away. And just like the Power Bat, it shows the bat speed and power of each shot. These products are just an example of how AI technology can provide useful analytics to improve performance. Like in other sports, cricket organisations are investing heavily in this technology to try and gain an edge wherever they can. An example of this is how last year Cricket Australia formed a partnership with a startup called GameFace AI. Using just one single camera feed, their product tracks the line and length of deliveries, analyses batting technique, and even provides real-time predictions to predict the next shot of a batsman. It is capable of tracking every player, action, and object in real time. All of these innovations have seen a change in the way players, coaches, broadcasters, and fans engage with the game. And due to the rapid rise of machine learning and computer vision, the game will only continue to evolve.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to save a ton of time when it comes to video analysis. We all know how powerful video analysis is, but one of the big problems with analysing video is that you have to go through absolutely tons of information and video to be able to find the thing that you're looking for. Now with pitch vision, we can use a really powerful feature which is called filters to allow you to focus in on exactly what you want to look at. And I'm going to give you an example of that. And we want to pick out a particular player who was working on his drives. So what we're going to do is filter that now. And we do that by going into the review tab at the top here. And then we change the data type to library. And the data source is the full library. That just gives us every single ball bowled on pitch vision so far. Thousands and thousands of them. So we need to filter that. To do that, we just click on to add filter. And we need to put in the filters that we want. So let's start with the name of the player that we are going to filter. But that's still quite a lot of deliveries. As you can see, there's many, many balls there going back quite a long way. So we need to add another filter. So we go into add filters again, and we're looking at drives. So let's focus in on all the balls which are drivable. So to do that, we're going to put the length of more than 3 meters from the batsman's stumps, but a length of less than 5 meters. So that immediately gives us all the balls which we can drive. You can see there immediately all the balls that are within that zone. So we'll just leave that split as it is. I know it's not quite right. We'll leave that split as is for now so you can see that more easily. But you can see there's still quite a lot of balls there, and a lot of them are not going to be drivable balls like these ones down the leg side. So we need to do a little bit more filtering to get exactly what we want. So we're going to also add a line filter. Now the way the line works, it calculates it from the middle stump. Okay, so if it's more than middle stump, it's all the balls on the offside, and if it's less than middle stump, it's all the balls on the leg side. So if we're going to say more than 0, which is the middle stump, and we apply that filter, we can immediately see on the balls bowled that all the balls which are on the leg side have been removed, which pitched on middle stump or towards the offside are in there. There's one more thing we want to do, because he is a sweeper, so he plays a lot of sweeps, then we also want to get rid of them sweep shots. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at driving against the medium pace up to the quicker bowlers. So we're going to add a pace filter. Very easily done, exactly the same. And we want pace more than 55, and we're going to apply that filter as well. So we now have 7 balls here. So let's just remove that. You can see there where the ball's pitched if you want to look at that information. We'll just remove that for now because we only want to look at the data of the videos. Pretty good. Played a little bit defensively there, considering it was a half volley. When he made up for it with a lovely drive there. So we can see quite easily that this player, when he gets a ball within those filters between 3 and 5, middle stump or outside off stump, and 55 miles an hour or faster, we can immediately see how he responds to those deliveries. That's just one way that you can use the filters. I bet your imagination is already running wild on different ways that you can use those filters to give you and your players the information that they want to see.